It's full steam ahead for the CIAC as they will continue forward with their plan to resume fall sports. Reports earlier this week suggested football could be moved to the spring, but ultimately the CIAC Board of Control voted to move forward with their original plan.
After our discussions, it was determined that the COVID metrics in Connecticut and the medical data still support the plan as presented on July 30th. So with that in place, we believe it is appropriate for us to move forward with that plan, including football in the fall.
One new advisement is the CIAC now strongly suggesting that schools do not allow fans at any practices or games, indoors or outdoors, for at least the fall athletic season. Those final decisions, though, still will be left up to each individual school district.
So our recommendation is you should not have fans in attendance at games or practices for interscholastic athletics.
With the plan remaining the same, just a few days until football practice begins on Monday, August 17th. In Cromwell, I'm Kanani Stevens, Fox 61 Sports.